Hey there, Aquarius. It's Jen here. I am doing your September tarot reading. Thanks for joining me. I did a little bit of channeling first that I'll read while I'm shuffling. So let's see, in September, on September 7th, sorry, these are late, is a full moon, new moon in Virgo. And then on September 20th is a full moon in the sign of Pisces. Also, I forgot to tell Pisces this, and I think around the 10th or something, Venus moves into the sign of Scorpio. So that seems very much people may be really wanting to get out there, wanting to date, wanting to meet people, hooking up with people, getting intimate with people, really connecting with people in a romantic way. I would say, what's at the bottom here? Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like I want one more. 10 of Pentacles, family. Look at the dogs in there. Maybe you're getting a dog. A tower. Damn. I wanted one more. And I got the tower. There you go. Don't fear the tower. 10 of Pentacles, legacy, family, richness, assets, your tangible assets. Legacy, family legacy, getting together with many generations. Sometimes I'm even seeing adding a generation to the family. Yeah, I'm really drawn to the dogs in this picture. Well, you can see. So you may be getting a new dog. Maybe a family. I don't want to say that. It's interesting because in the background here is a tower. Right there. And then we have the tower over here. So I don't usually read the tower as a physical structure, but there could be, I am almost seeing like, okay, I grew up in a town full of dairy farms. They're all gone now for the most part, unfortunately, but it was basically just, six to eight, probably six big farms that owned large tracts of land around me growing up. And they used to all have silos, and the silos are slowly coming down. So it could be something that you're connected to through your family or your childhood, where maybe you're like, oh, that's almost feeling like a Six of Cups in a kind of a sad way, like something that was part of your childhood or family, or maybe your childhood home was sold, or your grandparents' house was sold, or something like that. And it's just kind of like, your piece of your heart sort of attached to those things that you remember as a child. And maybe you travel, sorry, back home and are just like, well, one day I drove through town and this building was gone. And I live in a very small town, so it was really noticeable because it was kind of a tall, like maybe a 3-story building right in the middle of town. It was just a big presence. And I remember going there. It used to be a store when I was a little kid. I remember going to the back of the store. So maybe there's some sort of remembering. You know how when you get together with family, you talk about, the old times and the same old stories and bring up things. I remember so clearly going to they had like the meat counter in the back of the store, and they had one of those, those glass, it's like a cake dish, kind of like it's a plate, and then this sort of dome goes over the top so you can see. And I remember there used to be like a giant wheel of cheese, and how you would get cheese is they would just cut you like a pie square of cheese, a wedge, there you go. And they would wrap it up, and that's how it was. So I don't know. Okay, let me get back to the channeling. So I saw you really about to put pen to paper and being very thoughtful about this communication that you trying to figure out where to begin, how to say or write something, or you're going to receive some sort of communication like that. So I believe it's coming from a compassionate or constructive place. Um, and mostly I see it reconnecting. And I don't see this getting, someone you had a toxic relationship with, getting back together with them. This could be like someone, a family member you had a falling out with. Excuse me. And maybe you're getting together with some sort of gathering. Maybe someone had passed during COVID and you're just having this celebration of life now. Um, sorry. And or you want them to come to something or vice versa. So it's something worth repairing. It's not, yeah. I still honestly don't even really know what happened. I had a falling out with my best friend, and we didn't talk for quite a few, I don't even know how long, maybe 5 or 6 years. And I saw in the paper that this was back when we'd still get the paper, that her grandmother had died. And I was I am very close to that family. Like I grew up at their house. The parents call me their other daughter. And so I knew the grandmother. Um, so I wrote to them and, just said how sorry I was to hear of her passing. And 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 then she wrote her, of course her parents told them that I sent that, and then she reached out to me, and we repaired or whatever, we reconnected. I still don't even know. we got So yeah, it could be something like that coming through. I'm so sorry. All right, let's read some cards, more cards. 6 of Pentacles, give and take. 10 of Swords. Strength. Yeah, being vulnerable. Putting yourself out there. So we had the 10 of Swords in the Tower. There was something that it's interesting. So for some of you, something is going to come to an end. With that 10 of Swords, something anxiety provoking and stressful, and you just have had enough, and it's the last straw. Doesn't even, so even the Tower doesn't have to necessarily be a huge event, but for whatever reason it lands in just the right way, or happens at just the right time, or whatever, that um, that you see it and you're just like, okay, that's it. That's enough. It's done. The 7 of Pentacles makes me think that there was a situation where the give and take was not there, that one person relied too heavily on the other, was a taker. We'll just put it that way. So in some situations that may have been an issue. And it could, again, I feel as though it may have been if you were younger at that time. Like maybe this person will grow up and have some experience and mature and go through some things and do some reflecting and think and recognize their behavior and reach out to you and say as much. The Strength card, there's a vulnerability here. There's someone really putting themselves out there, because you don't know how this other person is going to respond, if they're going to respond at all. All right, let's take some more cards. So I feel like that's a very specific. You may get some inheritance or some sort of a windfall. I can always come up with the Ten of Pentacles. And it could even be, yeah, your parents are cleaning out the garage, cleaning out your grandparents' house because they went to assisted living or something, and want to know if you want something that they think might be meaningful to you. So it could be more sentimental than valuable as well. Let's get some other, what's going on? Knight of Pentacles. So if you've been looking for a job, this is an offer. This could be an offer on your home if you're trying to sell your home, or if you're trying to buy a home. Geez, offer of love, a change in emotion, a change. Wow. Ten of Wands. It's so these offers, this Knight of Pentacles and this Knight of Cups, along with these offers, it's going to relieve burdens that you've had with this Ten of Wands here. It's going to be very welcome. Maybe you're dating someone and you guys just decide to move in together, or you or them. Oh my gosh. Sorry. It's pretty early in the morning. Actually, it's not that early now. It's going to relieve some sort of burden and stress you've been carrying. So if you get a job, obviously you'll have some more income coming in. This Knight of Cups may propose, so maybe that's, or you may ask you to move in together, and I could see that happening. The Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Cups is merging like assets, right? Not just your hearts, but assets, and living together. So that could free up more finances and take the burden of worrying about things like that. But in this one, after tarot, he's done what I always have envisioned. I love this deck. I've always envisioned in the traditional Ten of Wands, he's carrying all those rods and he's bent over. And I've always imagined him just dumping them and saying, okay, which of these rods are actually mine, my responsibility, or are worth carrying? Like, what baggage am I carrying around? What are my worries? And so he's thoughtfully examining that and picking up this one rod. Like, what are the priorities? What are really my burdens to carry? But I feel like, because in the after tarot, like, again, a burden is you're being unburdened. You're being unburdened. Maybe some of you are writing to your family about something. To let them know something. Maybe you're calling or trying to plan out what you're going to say. I don't know why that would be. All right, so for your romance cards, we have the King of Cups, who came out in Pisces. So this is a mature water sign. Someone with high emotional intelligence, someone who is emotionally available, someone who can express their feelings. Six of Swords. So moving on from to smoother waters, to less stress and anxiety. So with that Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands, the Six of Swords ushers you away from that. And things this month will become, I see again, unburdened, smoother, less stressful, and all those things. But there's something about vulnerability here that enables that to happen. Eight of Pentacles. This is kind of a work from home card, but I see you getting, again, moving in with someone is definitely a possibility for those who it's a possibility for. You could be reaching just a time in your relationship when it's comfortable. It's comfortable just to get up and have coffee together and be together and coexist together. You don't have to be uh, kind of entertaining and filling each other's time, if that makes sense. You don't have to be. I don't know. It's like it's like a comfortable silence. You can it's just being around each other is comfortable. It's definitely a sustainable card. It's a very positive card. It's a card of two people who um, in they share a similar spiritual outlook. They like a calm, peaceful home life. They have hobbies that they enjoy, that they can do independently, um, that replenish them and feed their soul. There's just a real comfortableness. Comfortableness, is that a word? There's a real comfort and ease and uh, yeah, between this couple. Okay, so Aquarius, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful month. Sorry, these are late. Take care. Bye.